Spirit guides, guardian angels, angels of earth, archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Camul, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ezekiel, Archangel Sariel, Archangel Metatron, all archangels on deck, ascended masters with good intention, ancestors, highest self, highest me, inner child, shadow side, Geb Newt, Father, Mother, Divine Universe. Thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you for all the signs and synchronicities. Thank you for everything that you do behind the scenes, even the stuff I do not see. Thank you for always raising me up and making sure that I have more than enough here in the 3D. Thank you for sharing your gifts, talents, and abilities with me and making sure I have more than enough in the 5D. Thank you for allowing me to get the rest and sleep that need be here in the 3D and protecting me from that which is unseen. Thank you for all the signs and opportunities and doorways or windows that you give me, even the ones I do not see. Thank you for always, always picking me up, even when other people didn't give a fuck. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. I love you and you love me. If this is some of the things that you say for your guides or your spiritual practices that you do, keep in mind gratitude is a high vibrational frequency. You're allowed to speak to the energies that are around you. You do not have to interact with the more darker energies. You acknowledge their existence and they are there to teach you a lesson from things in the past that were not healed, the lessons that need to be learned here in the 3D. Anything that you are avoiding taking a look at will manifest in the 3D in some way, shape, or form, whether it be a person, a situation, a tower moment, or even a physical ailment. Keep in mind, anything that needs to be healed, you will tell yourself or you will show yourself here. Your higher self will always give you signs and synchronicities if you know what to look for. Don't feel pressured to do your healing journey. You do it for you, nobody else. You do it for yourself and maybe your children or whoever comes afterwards. And you have to make sure that the intention is there in the highest regard to your own bloodline, okay? Anything that you do for you is for a higher good. And if you're doing things that are in a lower vibrational frequency, it's just out of things that you have not healed from, okay? Things that you have maybe not taken a look at just yet. And it's not a bad thing. And I understand that the process itself can be very, very painful. It can be very hard to look at. Even breaking the ego down and having an ego death is painful. The amount of times I've had an ego death for certain situations and circumstances in my life has been painful. But once that happens, there's a release and there's the ability to come up out of the ashes and rejuvenate yourself into something more meaningful, your true version of yourself, instead of just wearing a mask or fitting into societal standards or fitting into groups around you that are also at a lower vibrational frequency. Everybody here on this existence has a purpose, whether it be to be in their karmic state and to trigger other people into their awakening, or whether it be other light workers or something like that that are doing service to others and helping others heal and sharing the things that they have learned, okay? Whatever state that you're in right now currently, ask yourself if you are doing what is best for you, then how is it that you are suffering in any sort of way right now? If you are doing what is best for you and yet the situation around you seems chaotic and helpless and stuff like that, go within and find out where it's coming from, because it manifests from the inside outwards, like our own world. So if you have a bunch of clutter around you, clean some stuff up, purge the stuff you no longer need. If you have certain people around you and you quit doing drugs, but they still do drugs, nothing against them. It's just who you surround yourself with will be the energies that you're exchanging with, okay? As you walked into a room or anything like that and you leave a room, you're exchanging energies with other people. So keep that in mind. Cleansing yourself and doing certain little things to make yourself happy, like going to the park, swinging on a swing, eating ice cream, coloring in a book, playing an instrument, dancing, singing, whatever it is that brings you joy. Those are going to be things to help lift you out of a slump, okay? Even if you're a little bit reluctant, you feel silly, or you're like, oh, people are going to make fun of me. Well, you're not doing it for them. You are doing it for yourself. You are doing it to transmute the negative energy into positive energy. Most children, even without the explanation of this, know how to do this. They know how to create. They know how to be in the present. They know how to be in touch with source. And they know how to connect with their higher selves. Okay? So if you need to reconnect with your inner child, that is something that you can take a look into. There is hope for those that are hopeless. There is hope for those that feel stuck or they feel trapped. There is always a way out. And the minute you start defeating yourself by telling yourself that that is not the case, or that you cannot come out of something, or you cannot quit a habit, or you cannot do this, the minute you're telling yourself that there's not enough, or you will not get what you need, or you're doomed to stay in whatever, that is like a mental imprisonment. That was something that was placed on you, and it's a whole lot of burdens that you carry, whether they be your own or collectively as your own family passed down. It's a choice. When you get to a certain age, especially over the age of 30, the synapses in your brain start reconnecting and they create bridges, and you're going to start to see things in a higher perspective, whether or not you choose to acknowledge them as your own. Right now, the society we live in this matrix, is currently masking things and created a huge illusion so that people do not do the shadow work, and they do not connect with their inner child and inner self, and they do not elevate or mature even emotionally, and they're constantly distracted and given things to give them a false sense of joy. It's a temporary thing, a false sense of joy, like things, material things, even if it comes to possessions and stuff like that. You know, things that just mask what is truly meant for us. And when we're constantly distracted or in our phones or have our face down, we're not looking up to see the world around us and what's actually there, the signs that are meant for us to see. And if you do wish to go on your own journey, it does take a lot of work and determination and self-discipline and belief in self and faith in self and trust in self and the divine universe to work things out the way they're supposed to. Justice will come to you if you are truly seeking justice and you have good intentions, not malintent out of insecurity, but intentions for justice to be done the right way, for things to be done the right way, for the people, even the ones around you that have hurt you, you know, to hopefully wish them well and be on their own journey, and that they learn their lessons for themselves. Send them back whatever they project onto you, onto them, and say, that's not for me. I've learned that lesson already, and that is not how I truly feel. That's not how I truly am. And maybe at one point or another, they will reach a certain elevation, well, where they will realize that there are some changes that they need to make for their own inner world and their own self, okay? If you're struggling, hang in there. If you're doubting yourself, understand how truly powerful and amazing you are, how much you have to bring to this world, how important you are in this whole process. We all need each other in this, and we're all important. We all have a purpose here. Regardless of what state of being we're in right now, it's a learning process. We're supposed to be learning together, and we're supposed to be elevating and evolving emotionally together so we can vibrate at a higher vibrational frequency, in my opinion. And I really wish you the best of luck.